If you're over 60, there is one small habit you may not even think twice about, yet it could silently raise your risk of a stroke while you sleep. No warning, no pain. Just one moment you're fine, and the next, your arm won't lift, your speech is slurred, your balance has vanished. As a brain doctor, I've seen it far too often, and not always because of smoking, poor diet, or lack of exercise. No. In so many cases, the danger comes from something people believe is helping them, something sold as safe, something millions of older adults take every single day. Vitamins. Yes, vitamins. Across the world, seniors line up bottles of supplements with the best of intentions, to protect their bones, to boost their energy, to sharpen their memory. And many vitamins do help, in the right dose, at the right time, for the right person. But there are a handful that, if taken carelessly, can quietly push your brain toward danger. They can stiffen your arteries, thin your blood too far, damage your nerves, raise your pressure in the middle of the night when your brain is most vulnerable. And then, when you least expect it, the storm hits. Today, I want to take you inside that hidden world, to show you 5 common vitamins, ones you may already have in your cabinet, that could be silently raising your risk of stroke, brain bleeds, or permanent damage. I'll tell you the stories of real patients whose lives were changed overnight, and I'll show you what you can do instead, not to live in fear, but to live with awareness, balance, and strength. Let's begin with the most surprising one of all, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. You've heard it's good for bones, for mood, for your immune system, and that's all true in moderation. But here's the part no one tells you. Too much vitamin D, especially if you take it at night, can quietly raise your risk of stroke. I know that sounds shocking, but I've seen it firsthand. Take Walter, a 74-year-old Navy veteran, disciplined, careful, proud of taking charge of his health. Every morning, like clockwork, he lined up his supplements, including a 10,000 IU vitamin D capsule he bought over the counter. He believed he was protecting his bones, but over time, the excess built up in his bloodstream, raising his calcium, stiffening his arteries, swinging his blood pressure out of control. One morning, his wife found him confused, unable to speak, his right arm limp at his side. A stroke. Overnight. The culprit wasn't smoking or poor lifestyle choices, it was the very supplement he thought was saving him. This is what vitamin D toxicity looks like. Your body doesn't know what to do with all that extra calcium, so it deposits it where it doesn't belong. In your arteries, narrowing them, making them brittle. And when blood can't flow smoothly to your brain, clots form. Clots that can steal everything in a heartbeat. The scariest part? There are no warning signs. You go to bed feeling fine, and you wake up changed forever. And here is something even more dangerous. Many over-the-counter bottles contain 5,000 or 10,000 IU per capsule, far more than most older adults need. Even 2,000 IU a day can be too much if you're not deficient. Vitamin D should be checked with blood work. It should be taken in the morning, never before bed, and it should never be guessed at. Now, if that surprised you, wait until you hear about vitamin E, the so-called heart helper. For years, people have added it to their routine, hoping to improve circulation, protect their skin, maybe even sharpen their memory. But in high doses, especially combined with blood thinners, vitamin E can turn from protector into predator. Evelyn Brooks was 81, a retired librarian with a sharp mind and a quick wit. She had a heart valve issue and was on warfarin, a common blood thinner. Her blood work was always checked. Her pressure was steady. She was careful. But one day she picked up a bottle of natural vitamin E she'd seen in a magazine, 800 IU per capsule. She thought it would help her memory. Within weeks, she was rushed to the ER with the worst headache of her life, vomiting and confused. A brain scan revealed the truth. A hemorrhagic stroke. A bleed inside the brain. Not because of age, not because of blood pressure, but because her blood had been thinned beyond safety. The warfarin plus high-dose vitamin E left her fragile vessels unable to hold. What many don't realize is that vitamin E in large doses acts like a natural anticoagulant. If you're already on aspirin, Plavix, warfarin, or any blood thinner, The risk of internal bleeding, especially in the brain, skyrockets. The daily recommended amount for older adults? Just 22 IU. Yet most bottles in the store contain 200, 400, even 1,000 IU. Evelyn survived, but her memory never fully returned. She told me through tears, "I just wanted to help myself. I didn't know I was doing harm." And she's not alone. Next is one of the most misleading of all, vitamin B6. Often sold as a nerve or energy booster, marketed for focus, for circulation, for brain health. But what most people are never told is that too much B6 doesn't heal your nerves. It damages them, sometimes permanently. Harold Jenkins, a 76-year-old retired truck driver, came to me complaining of numbness in his feet, tingling in his hands, and balance that was slipping away. He thought it was just age, or maybe arthritis. But when I checked his supplements, I saw the truth. He'd been taking a nerve support pill with 100 milligrams of B6 in each tablet. He took 2 a day. That's 200 milligrams daily, more than 10 times the safe upper limit. Unlike some vitamins that flush out, B6 accumulates in your system. And in older adults, it strips the protective coating around your nerves like peeling insulation off a wire. The result? Tingling, weakness, falls, confusion. He fell 3 times before the truth came out. We stopped the supplement, but the damage could not be fully undone. Harold still walks with a cane. The safe amount of B6 is tiny, about 2 milligrams a day. Yet so many pills on the shelves contain 50, 100, even 200 milligrams. What looks like a boost is really a slow poison. And then, vitamin A, the vision vitamin, essential for eyes, immunity, even skin health. But in high doses, vitamin A builds up silently in your body because it's stored in fat and the liver. Over months or years, it can increase pressure inside your skull, mimicking a stroke, damaging your vision, even threatening your brain. Dorothy Simmons, 79, a piano teacher, thought she was helping herself with a skin and eye supplement. 10,000 IU daily, every day for 5 years. She developed headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, slurred speech. Her family thought she'd had a stroke. But scans revealed no clot, no bleed. Instead, her brain was under pressure. Vitamin A toxicity had built up until it created something called pseudotumor cerebri, a false brain tumor. Dorothy now needs constant monitoring. She told me softly, "I thought I was helping myself. I never imagined I was hurting my brain." And finally, niacin, vitamin B3, the so-called heart vitamin. Yeah, it's often prescribed to lower cholesterol and sold in heart health supplements. But in high doses, niacin can wreak havoc on blood vessels. It causes them to expand, then snap back tight. That roller coaster raises blood pressure, stresses the heart, and cuts off blood flow to the brain. Frank Miller, 82, a retired postman, began experiencing flushing, pounding in his chest, dizzy spells every morning. His family thought it was his medication. The truth? His over-the-counter heart support pills contained 1,000 milligrams of niacin. He was taking 2 a day. That's 2,000 milligrams, more than 60 times what most older adults need. The result? A transient ischemic attack, a mini-stroke. His speech slurred for minutes, then came back. He thought it was nothing, but it was a warning shot. Niacin above 50 milligrams should only be used under medical supervision. Yet countless supplements contain hundreds of milligrams, sold with promises of heart protection, while quietly gambling with your brain. 5 vitamins, each one believed to help. Each one, in excess or in the wrong hands, a silent risk. The lesson is not to fear vitamins, but to respect them, to understand that at 60, 70, 80, your body no longer processes these pills the way it once did. What helps at one level can harm at another. The truth is, your brain was not built to run on pills. It was built to thrive on real food. Whole, natural food that carries nutrients in balance in the forms your body recognizes. Leafy greens for folate and antioxidants. Fatty fish for omega-3s that protect brain cells. Berries rich in polyphenols to calm inflammation. Nuts and seeds for healthy fats and vitamin E in safe natural amounts. Whole grains for steady energy and blood flow. Eggs, avocados, simple foods your body understands. I've seen it work. Patients who set aside drawers of bottles and instead filled their plates with real nourishment. Dizziness fades, pressure stabilizes, energy returns, the brain clears. Not because of magic, but because the body was given what it actually needed. Awareness is the best medicine. At this stage of life, every choice matters more. And the truth is, it's not the pills you take that protect you, but the wisdom you bring to them. Read the labels. Ask your doctor. Listen to your body, especially when it whispers. Because you are never too old to take back control of your health.